Alright, what is up, YouTube? HPJ here, and welcome to HPJ Podcast 23. This is 23. It should be 23. I don't know. My numbers are always off. But welcome to the HPJ Podcast. It is November 8th, 2025. It is the weekend, and I hope you guys are doing well. So it's another podcast. It's another short hour of things being talked about and just going through the motions of life. I hope you guys are doing well. It's been a crazy week for me as usual, and honestly, I don't mind talking about it because I think a lot of the reason why the podcast doesn't do well is because I don't talk about a lot of things that I normally would, and I kind of shield myself because I don't want to deal with the aggression of things that get labeled as too much information or we don't want to hear about that. And I don't ever really know what anyone wants to hear about because no one really watches my podcast. So it makes sense. So I guess it's just more so of a public recording of things that just come off in my head. So this weekend I believe is supposed to be YCS Philadelphia. YCS, yeah. I really don't care. Or I think it's Pittsburgh. See, that's how you know I really don't care. And the reason I'm saying this and I'm being so blunt about it is because YCS has never really been anything I've gone to. I never participated in one. When the YCS is supposed to be in my area, no one wanted to take me because people don't like me. And it's true. I have the receipts. I know everything that was said and done. So, sorry if my Yu-Gi-Oh knowledge is only going to an area of things that actually cared about me, but it's the truth, and I'm not sorry, because no one was sorry about how they treated me. And when everything panned out a couple years ago when YCS was going to happen in Sacramento, like I said, I wasn't part of the cool kids, and the cool kids didn't want nothing to do with me, so I didn't go there. But I did go to the regional that was here in Oakland, but even then that was just a mess itself. So, do I focus anymore on Yu-Gi-Oh's main attractions? No. Like, unless something Harpie related top, I really don't care anymore. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! It does what it wants to do. And no one's running to me with a deck profile. As you can see, I make my own. So, it's been a lot of just... I haven't really paid much attention to Yu-Gi-Oh! Outside of that. The other thing is, of course, all the new cards that are coming. And I really just did a video that I need to edit so I can have it uploaded because I know many of you are waiting for that upload. And it's the card for the Charmers, which I'm going to make a separate video to talk about the Charmers and how I feel about the support they're getting. And I honestly feel like Charmers deserve more love and support than what Konami gives them. But then again, it's an archetype that they don't really have to focus on. If it's not one of the big ones or the ones they're making the money off of, then they really don't give a shit. So, sorry, not sorry, but this is how Konami factors itself in. It's like Digimon, it's like all the other factors of card games and video games and stuff like that, where they'll make the money when they can. The ones that always make the money are the ones they keep the focus on. Everything else is just pretty much there as a tax write-off. So, sadly, it's true. And unfortunately, it happens. So, there is some Digimon news. There's some more cards being released for ST22, but I'm gonna wait till all the cards are released and then just do a big video to talk about what's coming in the set. They are definitely giving Rika a definite change to her lineup, and I think that's really cool. And also, hopefully, well, now we can officially say it. Almost every tamer in Digimon Tamers, like every main set Digimon, has now had the spotlight for them in the meta Digimon. Which, congratulations, because it was Gallantmon, then it was Mega Gargomon. I'm sorry, Beelzemon, I forgot about you too. Beelzemon's in the middle. Cherubimon, funny enough, does have some spotlight, but it's only because Cherubimon was part of the Great Angels and then jumped into the synergy with Mega Gargamon, and now Sakuyamon is taking her reign. So, yeah. All four of the main Megas. The only one left is Justimon. But I feel like Justimon had a bit of spotlight, but it isn't too crucial to where Justimon popped off like the other four did. Because the only other Mega left is Marine Angemon, and we kind of see how that's going for Marine Angemon. So, yeah. But outside of that, no, really, I am happy for Sakuyamon. And I need to talk to Malloy soon so I can get a price on these cards that he's supposed to have for me. And then I'll probably pay him once I get the money. I'm not going to get the cards until I get the money, then I can pay him the money. Then, I wanted to update you guys on what's going on with my teeth and what's going on with that situation. So yesterday I went to my Western Dental, and this will probably be the second to last time that I actually do anything with them because I'm going to be looking for another dentist in my area after everything that I went through for the last 2 months. So right now the teeth situation is this. I have a dentist that I found in Alameda that's going to be able to do the dental work that I need, which is a root canal and crowning. And I cannot wait to have this work done. Even though it's going to be painful, I'm mentally preparing myself for that. But really, I want to get this work done because I'm tired of just having these irritating toothaches and these irritating just everything going on with my teeth. And I cannot wait to have these done so that I can preserve what's left of my teeth. I am going to try to do my best to eat better I always brush my teeth. I brush my teeth every day. I just don't floss. Flossing hurts my teeth and it's just a mess. So maybe try to look into maybe one of those water flossers. It might be a little easier. But those cost a lot too. So I'll do what I can. But as for Western Dental, they are a horrible dental service. I don't know for any of you who have better positivity with Western Dental, but my experience with Western Dental has been horrible. I'm going to try to look into maybe the dentist I'm going to get the work done to and see if they'll take me as a patient. But I cannot guarantee anything. I just want to get away from Western Dental because I went through something similar like this a few years ago, back in 2023, where if you guys know at the end of 2022, my teeth started to hurt me like crazy because I had I had not one but 2 abscesses on my teeth. They had to remove the teeth, so I have 2 gaps where those teeth were, and then now it seems like maybe a third one could be forming. But that's why they're trying to get the work done as soon as possible. But the problem is that between my insurance, who wants to treat me like shit, and then Western Dental, who wants to treat me like shit, no one is really helping me because apparently, because I have an HMO, it makes things very difficult to deal with. So I haven't been able to properly get any real dental help. So luckily, after all the grievances that I filed, the dentist office in Alameda is now allowing me to come visit them so that they can do dental work. All they need is my referral and everything. So I can get the referral, but now I have to wait till next Friday to get the referral because I have to pay for the referral. But by the time Friday gets here, I'll have enough money to actually pay the full installment. It's only $500 that they're giving me, which will cover everything that I need for the referral. Because it was going to be $325, but then I guess because over time and things lapsing, now it's now going to be $500 flat. So that's fine. I'm getting some money next week. I'll just manage everything. So between getting that done and getting my phone, that's where about a good $700 is going to. Almost 900. Yes, 900. But fine, it's worth it because I'll be fine. It's okay. Don't worry, guys. I'll be all right. I still have my job. I'm still working. I have to take off early on Friday. So hopefully by the end of the month, I'll have the work done, if anything. Fingers crossed. So I'm trying to get it done before December because I don't want to have to go through the winter dealing with pains and aches and stuff, and then they'll have to pull the teeth. Because at this point, I feel like they should just pull the tooth. If that's the case, just pull them. I've already had 2 gone. Just pull 2 more if you need to. And for those who are saying, wow, you're being very rational about this, I've been through this situation. It's just more frustrating. Thankfully, I have therapy to help me get through this so I can talk this out because my therapist has been amazing. And she's been very, very helpful with not only keeping me sane, but also being someone I can talk to and having a voice to talk with. And it feels really good to have it, because years I just never had that. I've always been judged. I always had judgmental people around me. YouTube's judgmental. So it's nice to have someone who isn't judgmental, who's there to hear me and listen and you know, help me understand what boundaries and respect and all of that is. So it's nice to have that. And it's very good just to have this positive outlook on things as well, because it's just been very, very difficult for me. And I don't know how much I've been doing, because I've been doing this stuff at work, I've been doing stuff at home, I've been doing this stuff on the internet. Everything has just been a hot mess. So I'm just nice to have some outlet within my life that is doing good. On top of that, if I do have to take time off so that I can recover, I will let you guys know ahead of time, in case, like, hey, I am, like, the surgery needs to happen, so I'm going to be AFK for like a couple of days or so I can recover, which will happen. And most likely at that time, I'll be playing my video games, which of course, I'm playing Team Sonic Racing. I actually need to play it soon, because the event for Kiryu, I believe that's his name, from Yakuza, or as it's known in the West, Like a Dragon. He's now in Team Sonic. He's in Sonic Racing Crossworlds. So if you're not played that event, go play the event. If you have the pass, then he should already be downloaded. You just need to do just like Joker. SpongeBob is next month, and I believe SpongeBob and Pac-Man should be coming around the same time. I think when the DLC for Pac-Man comes out, we're gonna get the DLC for Sonic. And I can talk about Pac-Man Repack now, because it isn't a lot of time since it. And I know it's weird that I do a review for a video game, but I've been doing that for a while. No one pays attention. So Pac-Man World 2 Repack is a redo of the Pac-Man World 2 game. The one on the GameCube and the PlayStation. And I believe the Xbox. But it's better on the GameCube because it's smoother on the GameCube. I don't know too much about the PlayStation 2 version. But I heard it wasn't as bad as the Sonic Heroes version. So that's good. Things that I liked about it. The soundtracks are amazing. The colors are vibrant. The abilities have changed. So there's a lot of new abilities that work really well. Like you can hover, run in the air. You're able to use a helper to help you get through certain places. Although, yeah, it is still very difficult. There's a system in the game where you don't lose lives, which is great. But you don't gain lives either. You just have a continuous thing. But you do have to, like, if you battle a boss or something, you restart the entire fight, which is fine. It's paid. It's worth the payout. But I think that's always been the case with Pac-Man, and even our most video games, where unless they have a checkpoint at the middle of the boss or such, then you have to restart the fight. So far, I have gone through every area until now. I've gone to the ocean, which looks gorgeous. I never thought Pac-Man World 2 would look as beautiful as it did originally, and now it looks even more beautiful, and I've been experiencing it like crazy. I'm almost done. I just have the last two areas, which I'm going to be kind of skeptical, or be honest with you, I don't know what to expect for Spooky this time around, because the boss battles have changed tremendously. The only one that hadn't changed entirely was the boss battle against, well, it was usually Inky, Blinky, Pinky, Clyde. Clyde and Blinky switched places, because Clyde, and I know this is a trope for the series, is that each of the red and the green goat, the red and the blue, the red and the orange goat switch names a lot. Because when the original Pac-Man World 2 game, it was Clyde Citadel, as it was known in the original Pac-Man World 2. And Clyde, I believe, was still the red one. But then they changed, I don't know if it was changed or anything. I just know that the boss battles between the last three Pac-Man World, the last three ghosts, the boss battles are completely different. They are not the same as they were from the original game. Where in Pac-Man World 2, the original battles against, I think it's Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde, they're different than what they originally were. The only one that stayed the same for the most part was Blinky, and that was the giant Robo Frog with the tongue. Halfway through it, the boss battle changes where the tongue becomes steel, so you can't break it, but you can rev roll into the boss's face. So for the other bosses, they were all the same mech. Which is also odd too, but that's what they went for. So it was these giant mechanical ghosts that the other three wrote. If you're in the wood area, it was a wooden one that you smash the top of the head. No, you smash referral into the face. Excuse me. And then then the platforms appeared, and then you bounced on top of the head. In Pinky's boss battle, the entire battlefield is on top of the ice glacier. You rev roll away from the main area to get to one of the side areas where she's shooting ice pellets from the Pack Ghost machine that she's using. And then you rev roll on top to knock into her. And then the second half of the battle is another repeat where you're bouncing on top of her head to take her out. Clyde's battle is on top of the volcano, and it plays this really boss music, and you're battling against a metal ghost now. So it spits fireballs. You rev roll into it, and then you can hit on top of the head as well. So they changed it completely for the other three ghosts. When you go to the wood area to battle, I think it's Inky. Because Blinky is who you face first. Inky is next. Inky boss battle is a giant owl. It's not the mech machine anymore. The three are not mech machines anymore. They're now actual animals. Well, two have animals, one has a spider. And your battle against Inky is that you're jumping on top of Inky to hit you're dodging feathers and air shots to then be told to rev roll to a spring. The spring jumps in the air, and then you can butt bounce on top of it, which I thought was hilarious. And I was like, oh wow, owl boss battle. I don't have too many of those in the franchise that I play. Because I know Zelda's done it, Mario did it, Sonic did it, because Sonic Boss World we had a battle against an owl. And I wonder, did Pokemon have a boss battle? Or fought a giant owl? I know we fought giant birds, but not owls. I guess Noctowl would count. But I didn't play Legends Arceus, so I think Noctowl's in that game as an alpha Pokemon, but I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it because I've never played the game, and I don't have an interest in playing it. Nor playing it to get paying $60 to play it just to get the flute, just to go get Arceus in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. So, yeah. And I think I touched that game like a while back, and it was like, yeah, I kind of realized stop playing this one, I just played Then we go to Pinky, and Pinky's boss battle is her and a giant bear. And the bear shoots ice balls at you, just similar to her original boss battle. But you can reflect the ice balls back at her. Halfway through the fight, and this happens for all of them, they'll eat the golden apple the golden fruit that they stole, and makes it a lot harder to battle against them. For Pinky's, her boss battle wasn't even that hard. It was just tedious because you had to hit the balls back at her precisely for you to damage her, and then she would faint out, and you'd have to swing at her to actually do the damage. Which is fine because it's nice because she had a polar bear. No, really, it's very making a nice polar bear. She's rocking a polar bear. And actually, the first half of the battle, the way to the boss battle, because everyone has a way to their boss battle. Blinky's was the easiest because it was literally just walking into the plane. Inky's was just taking a couple of platforms to get to the arena that you were already maneuvering through the wood. The ice battle was basically to get to Pinky, you slide down. You slide through an ice cavern, and you're dodging ice pellets and stuff from the sky. Then when you get to her, of course, that's when she has her battle with you. And her battle was that hard. The funniest battle that I had and even till now, is Clyde. Clyde was a complete 100% holdover from what it was initially in the original game when you're battling on top of the volcano. When you're not battling the top of the volcano in this one, you're inside a volcano temple, and Clyde has turned it basically into a concert where he's riding a giant mechanical spider, and the mechanical spider is shooting, I kid you not, music notes at you, and you can kick or revel the musical notes away from you, and they actually hit him back. When you jump on certain areas, there's so many stuff around here, you shouldn't glow. And once they glow, then they'll set up a set of platforms, and you run up those platforms to jump onto drums. You jump on the drums that aren't electrocuted or have poison marks, and then you jump on them, and then you jump on top of the spider. And during this whole battle, you get a remix of Clyde's battle theme from the original game, and it's so good. Even phase 2, like, Clyde rocks out through his boss battle. I mean, his boss theme originally was already a rocking tune. Now it's even more of a rocking tune. It's literally EDM. It's an EDM rock battle with Clyde, and I cannot wait to finish the rest of this. I cannot wait to see what they're going to do for the group boss battle, where all 4 of them are taking you on in the ocean, and then the battle against Spooky on Spooky Island. You've seen how that goes. But that battle was my toughest battle I've had with a boss battle, and it was a really good one too. So I cannot wait to see how that's redone. I'm not spoiling myself with anything. The other thing is all the collectibles, because they're forcing you to get certain collectibles. You have, like the different skins, you have to go through the level. You have to do a certain challenge, whether it's defeating all the enemies or getting a certain amount of or getting all the fruit, or getting all the this or that collectibles. And then once you've done that, you have to do the time trial. And then once you do the time trial, then they'll reward you with the skin. The skins are basically just recolored outfits for Pac-Man. Like one based off of Pac-Man in the ice area, one based off of Pac-Man in the water area, another one based off of Pac-Man while he's in the volcano. So yeah, it is definitely a different lineup of things for Pac-Man, especially in Pac-Man World 2. And I think that was really cool how they brought that together. Then what else do I play? I'm still playing Pokemon. I gotta get my Hydreigon battle ready. I don't know if I even fought the Hydreigon battle, because I think I fell asleep in the middle of the battle. No, I didn't. I gotta go change my Malamar, because everyone's using Malamar contrary, and then using skill slot to swap the Hydreigon's ability of levitate onto the Malamar. Because when he opens the battle, I think he opens it with Snarl or Growl or whatever it is to lower my special attack, and it actually raises my special attack. So get wrecked, Hydreigon, and then just to do the skill swap, give him the contrary. So every time he uses a move to boost his stats, it reduces his stats instead. You do have to be careful though, because your Malamar could be susceptible to more damage. So be careful with that. And I think sorry, I needed some water. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Hydreigon is a special attacker. He's focused on special attacking, which makes you just wonder, I might have to like specialize in special defense on my Hydreigon. On my Malamar. Because my Malamar doesn't have, my Malamar needs to focus on that. I would have just came in here with physical sweeping Malamar, if you want me to be very honest with you. But I've been recommended to use sorry, I'm so thirsty. To use my special swinging Malamar. So, and I only have a special swinging Malamar because I had one that was calm nature, but it doesn't really look like the buff and stats are really working. So I'm going to try to buff up its stats and social defense. Because I should have a lot of... I have a lot of zinc for buffing up the social stats of my Malamar. And I also want to, like, increase my Malamar's HP. Won't have any effect. Oh, okay. So, yeah, I at least got to social defense. And then I need to switch Malamar's Terra type to Psychic. Because the Hydreigon is poison Terra type. But remember, Hydreigon is dark dragon. So I don't even know if it's gonna have any moves that I could, manage to deal with in terms of fighting it. Yeah, I want a Psychic Terra type Malamar. Because funny enough, we haven't had a normal Terra type raid battle, have we? I think we had, but it was a Pokemon whose typing, original typing, was better against normal. Oh, I forget who it was. I can't think off the top of my head. It was a 7-star battle, I believe. Oh, was it Dragonite? It might have been Dragonite. It sounds like Dragonite. I think it was Dragonite was normal. And then, because Dragonite knew flying type moves, so it was easy for you it wasn't easy for you to deal with Dragonite. I want to say it's Dragonite. Yep, it was. Sure enough, it was Dragonite. Dragonite was the normal Terra type. And they're going to the pseudo-legendaries now, so most of the pseudo-legendaries... I really want them to do legendaries. Since they already did Mewtwo, why not do the legendaries so then people can actually get a proper variation of the Pokemon that they need. Because at this point, almost every pseudo-legendary is here. Dragonite, Tyranitar, Salamence, Metagross, Garchomp. We already have the Bascalibur, who's gonna have a Mega Form, and then Kudamo, who's also had a Mega Form. Kudamo doesn't have a Mega Form. Garchomp, Metagross, Salamence have Mega Form. Oh, and Tyranitar, and now Dragonite. So all the pseudo legendaries, for the most part, have one, except for Goodra. Goodra does not have a Mega Evolution. Which is also weird, because I think at this point, does everyone at Ash's team now have a Mega Evolution, or possible Mega Evolution? Let's see. Oh, no. There's one member of Ash's team that doesn't. It's the Fossil. The Fossil, the one with the big jaw that goes, that one doesn't have a Mega Evolution. And I think it's simply because of something. I think because it's a fossil. But Aerodactyl has a Mega Evolution, so we can't rule out fossil Pokemon having Mega Evolutions. Dragonfish, that's what it was. Dragonfish. Ash's fossil Pokemon. I think, is that the only fossil Pokemon that Ash has ever had? Because he never had any Gen 1 fossil Pokemon. He's never had any of the Gen... Well, Gen 2 didn't have any fossils. There were no fossils in Johto. The fossils were just fossil Pokemon from Gen 1. Because I think the only person who had the fossils were... There was a girl that would trade you an Aerodactyl she had for a Chansey. Because Chansey was able to be caught in the wild. Because there's no Safari Zone. And then Brock had Amistar and Kabutops on his team when you faced him in Kanto. So there really was just those right there. Because those are the only fossils in the game until Gen 3, where Lilith, Armaldo, was Lilith and Amalith, and then there was Armaldo into, I read that destination, good. Armaldo into, I can't remember. Yeah, from Amalith, and then Lilith into Cradilly. Cradilly is still one of my favorites out of the two, because I love Cradilly's design. It's supposed to be based off of a sea urchin. an ancient sea urchin. And then, like, where its eyes are so, where you think its teeth is actually its eyes. It's very funny. Armando is just a analyst, an ancient analyst. And the analysts are basically just OG crustaceans that lived on the bottom of the sea. Gen 4, he didn't have any of those, but he did meet both of them. Cranidos into Rampardos, and Shieldon into Bastiodon. Because Byron's ace is Bastiodon, and his son, who is Rourke, the Orberg City Gym leader, uses Cranidos. And not in the game, but in the game they did evolve, because in the Gym Leader rematches, you do face Rourke with a Cranidos. But in the anime, Rourke didn't have Rourke ended up with a Rampardos because it evolved and became Rampardos, which made Ash's first gym battle a lot difficult, because now you have an evolved fossil Pokemon to deal with, which is really, really strong too. Then from there, if you looked at the whole lineup of Cranidos into Rampardos, Rampardos was the more defensive, funny enough, special attacker, but his physical specs were way better, and then turned around and he was charged. Why? It shouldn't be unable to charge. I was just charging my AirPods. There we go. And then from there, I believe it was there was no other additional, but you did able to get all the other fossils from the series, the other games. So and I think it was version exclusive till Platinum, where Platinum just dumped everybody into it. Then from there, Gen 5 had fossils. Archeops and Pteropodos, the ancient sea turtle, and the ancient bird. And it's funny how the first ancient bird, because in the episode where they introduced Archeops' pre-evolution, it was an episode about showing Archean how to fly, and it was all the modern flying type Pokemon teaching the ancient flying type Pokemon how to fly. And at the end of the episode, where Archean evolved into Archeops, and then other Archeopses found Archean, and they flew away into the sky, which I thought was very adorable. Then Gen 6, still no fossils. Ash battled against Aurorus and Tyrantrum. I think they're pre-evolutions in the battle against the gym leader in the second gym, who his ace was Tyrantrum's pre-evolution, which is still adorable. Rock Dragon, then Ice Rock. Which, sorry, Aurorus, you're beautiful as fuck, but sweetheart, oh Jesus, sweetheart, they did you so dirty. And for those asking how did they do her dirty, so Aurorus' ability is an ice rock type, meaning that she has a 4 times weakness to she's gonna have a 4 times weakness to to fighting type, because ice and rock are weak to fighting type Pokemon. So because of this whole situation, Sis was going through it. Then on top of that, you had to deal with everything being thrown at you. So I'm really sure for Aurorus, it was a really just horrible situation. Lucky enough, Aurorus could counteract a lot of things when it came to it. So the only real thing that you had to worry about with Aurorus, and from my understanding, was that if Aurorus had to deal with stuff like just fighting type moves. Because Aurorus was more so physical and defensive, but it had piss poor physical attack. So it was actually a good thing that Aurorus could learn its hidden ability, which is Refrigerate. So Refrigerate is basically an ability that changes your normal type moves to ice type moves. So having an ice type sweeper and a rock type specialist at once, which is really nice. Then from there, or sipping my Gatorade and minding my business. From their rewards was actually pretty decent. It was just people love Tyrantrum because, dragon. Gen 7 didn't have any fossils, they had Ultra Beast, and Gen 8 did. But the thing was that you had to take specific parts of the fossils and then use them to your advantage. So it actually wasn't too bad as a move there. It was just that it was really just damning how they took something like that and just said, hey, let's just swap everything. And everybody was like, alright, we're just gonna swap everything. Okay. So that eventually ended up how things panned out for that Pokemon. Then from there, Gen 9 has no fossils. We just have Pokemon from different time periods. So we are able to catch fossils of previous fossil Pokemon, which I think would make a lot of people scream their heads off. Like, holy shit, there are fossil Pokemon here. Yeah, there are fossil Pokemon here. And it's actually pretty cool. Because I have never really stepped myself into fossil Pokemon catching. Outside of the ones I already wanted. So it was nice to see that. Then from there, I actually never had a fossil until Gen 8. I don't remember too many of the other combinations of fossils. It's like you took the tail and a headpiece, and then bam, Pokemon. And I was just like, oh, alright, I guess we're doing that. I think I made all the combinations of the other ones that could be made. I never used them. It wasn't my thing. Dracofish did grow on a lot of people, and it's funny enough that Dracofish was one of the favorites out of the game. So congratulations, Dracofish. Hey. Oh, look, guys, speaking of Dracofish and everything, I actually beat Hydreigon. So now I have Poison Terra type Hydreigon, which, yeah, still really nice. I want to catch an electric ball, actually, because it being dark colored, I want to purple. Oh, I don't have any electric balls. Oh, yes, I did. There we go, electric ball. So nice. Then from that, what else is there? Yeah, and then I've been seeing a lot of people playing Legends ZA. I will get Legends ZA and play it. Sometime between this month and next month, I will go purchase it and get the pass. I don't know if I missed out on the Greninja, but the Delphox event is still going on for me to get Delphox. So hopefully if it comes back around, I do want to go get Greninja. So the Greninja Knight, the Delphox Knight, and the Chess Knight are all going to be available from participating in the league battles for ZA. There's you running around battling other Pokemon trainers and all that and getting your ranks up. So that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. And they'll give me a chance to actually do it. So, yay. Okay, so this Hydreigon is dark dragon, Poison Terra type, levitate for its ability, and it's maxed out in special attack and in speed. Knowing the moves Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse, Earth Power, and Terra Blast. It's modest natured, which is awesome. So yay, I have a Hydreigon. I already have everything else. Just for you guys to know, in case anybody's watching. Which funny. My Pokédex for the main story of Scarlet and Violet, I'm only missing Chiridon, and then I'm missing Skunky. Or is it Skunky? Oh no, Dragolage, Skrillex. I'm missing Skrillex, and then I'm missing Skuntank and Skunky. Those are the last Pokemon I have not obtained. Because Skunky and Skuntank are version exclusive. They're both actually in Scarlet, which I don't own Scarlet. And same thing with Scorpion Drillbitch. The reason why I have Drillbitch is because of a Terra raid that I participated in and had it. I was like, well, it's already available, so why not just get it now? So I'm just missing those. If there is a tarot raid, I can participate in it. And hopefully it does happen. So the only one I really don't have is literally the Scarlet exclusive. I don't have, I don't have our friend Gerulity. I don't have Kuridon, because I have Violet. I have Miridon. Oh, and then for those who are asking, well, didn't you get the event one? Lol, no. And you wanna know why I don't have it? Let's talk about scalpers. Let's talk about people going to GameStop and buying and getting all the damn codes. And then when the code event ended, no one was able to get a code. People who didn't have the chance to get the code. So that means either I pay for Pokemon Home and have to trade for it, which, that's going to have to eventually happen now. And I'm sure people are going to want outrageous shit for it. Or I buy the code, but I believe the code is now invalid because, thanks guys, you guys should have literally just let people get a code. So, but Pokemon, scalpers, y'all weren't thinking. Pokemon Company wasn't thinking, and GameStop snitched on them. Because if you guys didn't read the tweet, GameStop got snitched on. Yeah, they snitched on. Yeah, GameStop snitched on. GameStop snitched on them. It was like, oh, we had nothing to do with that. That was all on. Yeah. GameStop snitched on Pokemon Company and said, no, we have nothing to do with that. That has to do with you guys. You guys did that, not us. Yeah. So GameStop snitched on Pokemon Company and said, you guys didn't give us enough codes. That's why we ran out of codes. Pokemon Company didn't respond at all. GameStop said, we're going to try to do what we can to basically give out codes. But when we run out, there's nothing we can do because we had that Pokemon Company. Then Pokemon Company said, oh, we're only giving codes out through the receipts. You guys have to give it out through the receipts. But then that didn't help either because then people would just get the codes anyway. You should have just did a password or a mystery gift. Like, you guys realize that North America, in terms of US in terms of GameStop, are very low. There aren't that many, and because everyone is moving digital, GameStop basically now has just become a collectible store. Which actually is funny because when GameStop sells cards, and if they sell the Yu-Gi-Oh! 3-in-1 structure decks coming out in a few weeks for Akiza, Yusei, and Crow, I'm going there first. I'm not going to my locals because I think my locals in Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just not a thing right now. Which I can talk about that. So I went to my locals actually for the pre-release for Digimon. And I was talking the day before, and I was talking to the owner, and he was basically saying, Yu-Gi-Oh's died out. He's like, product isn't really pushing. I had to get rid of all my extras because it's pointless to keep it. And I was just like, so you just gave up on Yu-Gi-Oh? He was like, yeah, pretty much. He was like, it wasn't an easy decision, but it was the right decision I had to do. I was like, oh, okay, sure. So, all the cards that I was trying to pick up, he said he ended up selling them all, and people bought it, so I was like, oh, alright. And I can do about that, hey, make your money. But also just know that you're also killing your store from that. But, I mean, when you make your money more so off of stuff like One Piece, you're perfectly fine, too. Digimon is having its own circuit of what the fuck, for right now. It's actually funny because BT23, I think really just myself, everyone went to One Piece. You know, One Piece fatted in, so it's kind of like the whole thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, people were leaving Yu-Gi-Oh! Because Yu-Gi-Oh! just, at a large portion of time, just became hot-ass nuts. It's so hot-ass nuts. Don't let anybody say it's not. And just went on from there. So, I know it's a lot, and it all skates into it. That's just pretty much how it was. And then, Pokemon Nintendo has an issue every 15 days. So I don't know what the latest hatred for Nintendo was, but it's still there. And then, not enough time has also passed. I talked about Pokemon ZA, which, to be fair, game looks amazing. Mechanics, while they're very bold, a lot of people love it with the more movement, action, and being able to move and dodge moves and stuff like that. The issue has been the Mega Evolutions, and I do agree. Some Mega Evolutions are very lazy. Some Mega Evolutions look like complete shit. I'm talking about you, Mega Starmie, because wow, Pokemon Company, you really just hate Starmie, and we don't know why. So for those who don't know exactly what I'm talking about, or you're trying not to be spoiled, sorry, I'm spoiling. Mega Starmie is a thing now in Pokemon Legends ZA. There was over, I think, 50 new Mega Evolutions added to the already big list of Mega Evolutions. Starmie was one of them. And Starmie basically just looks like Starman. Or Patrick meme. You know, where Patrick's wearing the fishnet stockings and heels? Yeah, that's really what Starmie looks like. And I wish I was joking, but I'm dead serious. That's literally what Starmie looks like now. And a lot of people were not happy with Mega Starmie's design. While some people thought, oh, that was cute, a little tongue-in-cheek. I'm sorry, I'm one of those who's like, no, I'm not tongue-in-cheek in this. This looks really, really ugly, and it looks really, really lazy. But I guess they were going for multiple references to, memes, and then the whole thing about Starmie looking like a Starman, and then how in Japan, Staryu is named Hito Daemon. Hito Daemon literally means Starman, or Star-shaped man. And when the noises that they make are that resembling of those, of superheroes, or the Sentai, the Super Sentai, the Kamen Riders, when they make their dramatic poses and stuff, they go, yeah, yeah, and stuff like that. Hell, even Power Rangers did that. Because how many times did Tommy and them all make noises when they were punching, kicking, and stuff like that? For the dramatic feature. But still, I guess that's supposed to be the reference, but I'm sorry, Mega Starmie looks like shit. Mega Starmie looks like shit. Mega Prior looks like they weren't even trying. Although now I get the reference and I actually like it a little more, but I still hate Mega Starmie. I think Mega Starmie honestly is my least favorite Mega Evolution. And that's funny because my favorite Mega, even though Alakazam is my favorite, I don't mind me looking like an old man, because it's supposed to be a reference to the 7 Demon Lord, Bow. I think that's Bow. Is this something? Or because this is a Digimon that's similar to what Mega Alakazam looks like. Barba. There you go. Barba is who Alakazam is supposed to resemble in its Mega form. It's also resemble Barba. I forget which Demon Lord Barba is supposed to be. I know it's not Envy. Is it Envy? No. I think that's Leviathan. Because Beelzebub is Glutton. So, I know it's not him. It's not Rage. It's not Anger. So yeah, I can't remember. It's not Lust, because it's not Lilith. Lilith is Lilithmon. I forget which one is Barba. But someone probably let me know in the comment section. Because really the only Demon Lords that I've actually given 2 craps about are, oh, you're weak to grass. I have someone for you. Are literally my girl Lilithmon and then Lucamon, because I use Lucamon when I'm using what is it? It's Lucamon Takedown with Mastermon. And yeah, that's literally about it. Also, I believe Ultimate Cup is supposed to start in a couple of hours. And people are going to be taking their fills of Ultimate Cup. So good luck to those who are playing Ultimate Cup. Let's see Mastermind get more expensive, because that's really what's going to happen. That's what everyone's been talking about. Puzzles and Dragons players, I get to talk about you guys for a minute now. It's been a while, huh? Hasn't it? Yeah, it has. The Super God Fest is going on. The Super Mega God Fest is going on. 10 Magic Stones and everything in the REM is nothing but God Fest exclusives for 10 Magic Stones. You should have gotten your 100 Magic Stones about a day or 2 before. No, the day before. But, where they gave 100 free Magic Stones to celebrate the 13th anniversary of Puzzles and Dragons. Woo! And then, I also did get my free, what was it, 13th anniversary to Mandra, which looks adorable. I'll share a picture of it soon. And then, so half of the stones I spent on, what did I spend half of my music stones on? Well, the first half I spent was on Butlers and Maids. I got the new Butlers and Maid card. I got Kurosaki. I got him finally. I need to put him on the team, make a team with him. And then the other one that I have is did I get any new Godfest exclusives? No, I didn't get any new Godfest exclusives. Turns out I have majority of the Godfest exclusives, except for like the new one, which I think is supposed to be Venus. So that's the only one I don't have, and I don't really care because I'm not using that card or anything, and I heard it's not even that good. I'm really more so waiting the Digimon return. Digimon's returning to Puzzles and Dragons, so we'll probably get that in December if everything maxes out. Because I think it's gonna be Hello Kitty. It's gonna be like it was last year. We're gonna get Kaiju number 9, so that's gonna be like the exclusive one. It'll be a new one. The returning of Hello Kitty, which I cannot wait for the return of Hello Kitty. Because I heard we got a bunch of new cards for Hello Kitty, and anyone who knows me knows I love me some Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty is cool, or Sanrio as I'm supposed to properly pronounce it. But I love me some Hello Kitty, and I love the Hello Kitty. So I said Sanrio, I can't wait, because Sanrio got a whole lot of buffs. I'm definitely going for the new Grass Light team that's supposed to be forming. And then Digimon is coming back. And to promote the Digimon return, it's Davis and Vmon. So that means Imperial Dramon is coming. So that means Green is going to have a good concept. I cannot wait for Green to not suck. So I can't wait to see what Imperial Dramon is going to do that Omnimon paved the way for. And will we get a new Omnimon? In terms of it. Because technically Imperial Dramon is supposed to be Omnimon. Version 2.0, because it's funny enough that it is supposed to be version 2.0. And if you know the history of Digimon, if you're a Digimon fan, then you know that Imperial Dramon came after is in the O2 series as the lead Digimon for Davis, the new protagonist, and Ken, who was originally the Digimon Emperor or Digimon Kaiser in the Japanese version. He was evil, he turned good, and then joined the team. And his relationship with Davis definitely changed. And now him and Davis are like the best of friends. And it's been funny though, because in the epilogue, Ken marries Jolie. So she got her man. And Davis and Ken have this really tight bond between each other. Because if it wasn't for Davis, Ken basically said to himself, he's like, I would never be where I was if it wasn't for Davis. And he thanks Davis for helping him and not only getting to meet all his new friends, but having friends. And that right there just shows how much people love Davis and Davis's growth. Because Davis is still an amazing kid. And I love the growth that they gave Davis. It's really, really cool. And this is one of the big ones. So while Davis and Ken bromance, we got a good array of Digimon too. We got, of course, the Armored Evolutions, Digimon who digivolved with the powers of the Armored Digi-Eggs. It is set in stone that certain Digimon have the ability to digivolve with the Digi-Eggs, and with the Digi-Armor Eggs in tow. So it's Vmon, Hawkmon, Armadillomon, Patamon, Tailmon, Wormmon. Now, although we didn't get Wormmon's evolutions with the Digi-Eggs in the main series, later series did introduce those evolutions, as well as even giving Davis and them. So I haven't seen it. I think it's not even out yet. It's supposed to be these really cool screenshots of what's supposed to be like a prologue, epilogue situation for Digimon Adventure 1 and 2, where the old kids are a little more older. The older kids have been. It's supposed to be right after Tri, but I think before last Kizuna, in which the kids are going around the world to deal with Digimon abruptly showing up all over the place. And through the visuals that they showed, it's Ken, I believe, on Steammon, but you see variations of Steammon's evolutions with the DigiX. There's also one with Vmon, there's one with Tailmon, and all of them. And it's really, really cool. The card game took advantage of that too. They added a lot of the other evolutions, and some of them are not bad. And some even got used in the decks as well to help out with deck construction. I think the most we've ever really seen, or people want to see, is Nefertimon and Pegasusmon, which I don't know, have they been printed? Have we had a printing of Nefertimon and Pegasusmon? If not, that sucks, because they definitely need to be printed. Outside of that, really, Time Strangers are doing well. Linky is said to be streaming it, but he had to take some time off for personal matters. So that's perfectly understandable. And Linky, I hope everything's doing well, friend. Outside of that, yeah, that's pretty much Digimon and Puzzle Dragons news. So I'm really excited for it. Is there anything I'm currently doing in Puzzle Dragons? Yes, I am looking to get. Is that normal type? Shit, that is normal type. I'm just trying to build my Kurotobi team. If I can't build my Kurotobi team, I'm trying to build a Halloween team to take on the last bit of things for Halloween's event. And then I think Sanrio comes right after. If not, I think it's Kaiju number 9. Because they did announce that Hello Kitty was coming. So Hello Kitty, I believe, is coming Monday. If not Hello Kitty, then it's Kaiju number 9. Because the Butlers and Maids is already still here, but it's still like a whole lot of other stuff attached to it. So, yeah. Like, it's not a bad thing, it's just annoying. Alright, where is... Oh, it's over this side. Okay. So, yeah. That's pretty much where we're going to stand on that one. Then from there, I'm trying to think, what is the other thing that I wanted to talk about? Oh, excuse me. Also, I'm yawning a lot because I did wake up at 2 something in the morning, and it's literally 7 o'clock, and that time change be whooping my ass. Metagross, normal Terror type, Steel, and Psychic. I'm going to go for my boy, Annihilate. Or actually, I should say girl, because my Annihilate's female. Okay. Yeah, I'll be alright, y'all. These are gonna be good. Is there any further news I want to talk to you guys about? Yes, I am receiving my cards in the mail for Yu-Gi-Oh! Yay! I just got my core TCG stuff. I got my stuff for Turtle Gaming. I'm waiting for my last couple of cards, which is going to be my cards for Sky Striker. I need to do a video on that because the 3-in-1 decks for Sky Striker, X Saber, and Mitsurugi are coming out next year in March. So I definitely want to talk about that. Which means I don't have to wait anymore for Camilla. Camilla's finally coming at you guys. We're finally going to get Camilla. Yay! It took about 3 years. This is going to be Camilla's meme when she comes out. It's like, hey guys, look, it took them 3 years to give you guys an English release. And I'm still excited for Kiza Crow and Yusei. And I will be buying those decks. I will be doing a video on each of them, respectively, as well as the whole product, so you guys don't feel left out. I'm really excited at that though, because that's reprints of Black Moon cards I don't have. There's reprints of all 3 Milcharmies. I now have reprints of all the Milcharmies. That's why I cannot wait for it. I'll spend the $100. Worth it. Worth it. Alright. Outside of that, guys, I think that's pretty much about it. I don't think there's really anything else I needed to talk about. So I'll keep you guys posted on anything that comes up with my dental. If you guys need me, My socials, they are in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Lo-Fi music for the past hour. I really do appreciate it. With that said, and excuse me for the burp, this is HPJ signing out. Take care.